Hello there, and welcome to Recon Paint Gaming. I'm Patrick,
I'm Padre.
and today we're going to be playing some tanks. And guess what?
World of
Yeah, 200
Tanks.
points. We've got light tanks. We've got everything on the table.
Yeah,
How you feeling today about today's game, Robert? You have confidence? You going to beat me today?
no.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look at that list and get started.
There's a
Okay, so I am taking the T-70 with Yaroslav Oblomov low noise system, and then Mentor giving it a movement initiative of a whopping 10. We've got my Jagdpanzer with loaded out recon, concealment, Wilhelm, and the Tatra Type 103 to give it an extra movement or extra 2 during the movement phase. We've got my Panther with 6 cents and the 7.5 centimeter cannon, and then also just a nice little Panzer J with nothing on it to give us a little extra oomph in our battle against Robert.
All right. Well, I have a Cromwell, which is the medium tank. Of course, affixed to it, stapled as always, because it's the English thing to do. Putting in tea.
Yes, I'll put that card
I
here, I swear. It's supposed to be there.
I'm also running a T70, but I am running it naked.
Nothing on it, crazy.
I know. And then I'm going to save the best for last. I'm going to go right to the Crusader, who is running along with that the 3-inch howitzer, which loses the arrow shot, but I have high explosive, which means is I'm going to discard all hits before assessing damage. And then I also have Farley Cornell, who gives me the ability of off-road driving, and also he gives me a smooth ride, which is always nice because I have a tender bottom and I like it to be soft. Anyhow, my last one, I decided to go with the all-American crew on my M24 Chaffee. So I'm running the 75 millimeter gun, which of course bumps me up one initiative. I'm also utilizing Hamlin Ashing for off-road driving and a smooth ride. Edwin Crane, who's a mentor and also has Eagle Eye. Connor Rycroft, who is the designated target and Deadeye. And Logan McCarthy, who's also giving me safe stowage and intuition.
Okay, so I've set up my Panzer over here with my T-70 and the Panther. We're going to have my Yog in the corner here and hopefully get into those trees for a nice little safekeeping. And then Robert has basically set up his tanks right behind the road right here. We've got a decent amount of cover. We're doing the organized play to where there's only going to be 2 houses, 2 walls, and 1 forest on the entire board. And that's going to do it, so let's get into turn 1. So Robert won the advantage, which means he'd be moving first and shooting first. I move last and shoot last. But before we get started, we're going to be moving my Jagdpanzer. So we're going to tuck our Jagdpanzer right into there, into these trees, have a nice clear line of fire, and also gain some cover. Okay, we have Robert that is hunkered down behind this ginormous house, leaving his T-70 behind the wall. We've got my what do you call it? Brigade, Robert? My brigade?
Your platoon?
My platoon. All right. We'll cut that out, right? Sitting behind this beautiful house, and then it's still my Jagdpanzer deciding not to move. Couple of lines of sight, but we'll see how it goes. Let's go into combat. Okay, that's the end of the shooting phase. Only 2 tanks got to shoot. It was the Chaffee that got to shoot and remove the wall from the Panther. And then the T-70 tried its luck against the Jagdpanzer and didn't do any damage. The Yog tried to shoot back at the T-70. It got to destroy a wall, which it made it proud.
Yeah, we killed some walls.
We definitely killed some walls. However, my Panther was able to score 1 hit versus the T-70 over here with only 4 defense dice and applied a nice engine fire. So go ahead and roll and see if you can repair that crit, Robert.
Nope.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So he suffers a damage.
Yeah, so we're going to put... Actually, here. We'll go
I
over
got it already here.
Got it over here, and we're going to put it right over here. So now you're at 2 damage. The T-70 is already at half health. So we're going to head into turn 2. Okay, movement phase is done. I've got my
Movement
troops
phase
rounding.
is done.
Yeah, rounding the house. For some reason, a flaming T-70 is charging my Panther. Hopefully my Sixth Sense will, make short work of that.
I'm trying to catch you on fire.
Exactly, and you're trying to pass the fire. And then we've got these 3 tanks hurling towards my Jagdpanzer. Hopefully it can last just a little bit longer till the troops arrive. But here we go into the shooting phase just after Sixth Sense. Okay, so that is the end of the shooting phase. Unfortunately, the T-70 did eat it from the shot from the Panzer first. Then we were able to go into the Crusader with my Panther. My Yag is in there somewhere. He's in gorgeous cover. How was that round for you, Robert? How did it go?
Sucked.
Still sitting pretty in these trees.
Statistically, my dice are underperforming.
Yes.
And statistically, I would say your dice are probably just a bit, and I'm not saying hugely, but I'm saying a bit overperforming.
All right. Well, also, I'm rolling a lot more attack dice, and also you are not rolling as many as defense dice as we initially anticipated. And I'm shocked. My Yag is holding up. It's rolling 5 to 6 defense dice every turn, and it is rolling about 4 to 5 hits and crits on defense, which is absolutely amazing. I'm so actually over surprised with this tank right now, especially with only 3 health. All right.
I would have expected that I should have been able to get something into it by now.
Yeah, something. All right, so we're gonna head into turn 3 or 4.
Turn 3.
Turn 3. Okay, everybody is moved. Robert tried to capitalize with my Yag, which he basically has cornered it. We're gonna see how that goes. Maybe I'll get a shot off. My Panther, Fearless, going after them as well. We've got kind of a joust in the middle here. We've got your, not your Cromwell, this is your Crusader in the middle here with my T-70. Hopefully we'll do something. And then I decided not to move here with my Panzer to see if possibly he can get something with his increased dice rerolls. So that's a movement of 3. So here we go. Wish Robert luck.
So the Chaffee's going to shoot first.
Yep. Okay. So not a great turn for Robert. We did get the light tank to trigger, so I was able to shoot with my Panther into your what is it, Crusader, giving me the +1 bonus die. I was able to roll 7 dice with my Panther. That's right, 7, and was able to blow that up. Nothing here. He did get 1 damage into my Yag, and then I returned 1 damage back here. But yeah, I was even able to shoot over here with my Panzer J, getting 4 dice. Completely missed, even though I got to reroll and I didn't move. So, I mean, Robert, what's your critique? What do you think?
I'm not a huge, giant fan of the T-70 right now.
I am not either. Too slow.
It's not maneuverable. It doesn't have the firepower.
It's very small, too. Look at how small it is.
I mean...
It's almost the size of our tokens.
For a tank moving that slow, I would imagine at least 4 firepower.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, this might be something to where you want to spend spend the 6 points for Sixth Sense, get it moving just a little bit more. I didn't get a chance to use Sixth Sense with my Panther today, but yeah.
Yeah, so right now, not a fan, but we still need to test on it. Now, I will say this, 29 points.
Exactly, and same thing with the Panzer, 32 points. This thing held up the whole game.
Yeah, this is, the T-70 could be your free tank. You build your list, you're just like, oh god, I got 30 points left, and I can't put any more here. I can't get another tank. What do I do? Throw a T-70 in. At least you're going to throw maybe some dice 2 to 3 turns.
Yeah, and I did pump some points into it. I threw 16 extra points onto mine, just to make it a little bit faster on the movement phase. Maybe give it some defense with the low noise system. I got this to trigger once, or no, I got to roll the dice. It didn't trigger. Um, but then
Yeah,
I did get to trigger the preventative maintenance on my Yogg Panzer a lot, so I think that's worth the points. With Wilhelm there giving it +2 movement, and then the preventative
yeah,
maintenance. I really do like that. So we did do the organized play kit, to where uh, you only get 2 houses, 1 forest, and then 2 walls to put on the
yeah.
table for your setup there. I don't agree with only having 2 forests. I think there should be at least 2 in there, or something else, because literally whoever rolls off for advantage is most definitely going to pick this if they have something that sits in cover. You just put it in the
Right.
corner, put your
But
stuff in there.
it, knowing that, okay, so let's say I look at your list and I see that you've got, oh, I don't know, a Yogg Panther or a Stug, right?
Yep.
Where it says, hey, I want to stay plastered in one place for the whole game, right? I get the advantage. I don't have any artillery, right? I've got no assault guns, right? I'm taking that forest and putting it on my side of the board.
Yeah, but
You're a
then that's
host.
if I then have an assault tank or a tank destroyer, then it's like, well, what did I bring it for? 50-50, it doesn't really get cover for the whole game, because my Yogg's only 1. If it sits in a corner with, well, let's say it sits in this corner with no cover, then that means it's going to have a maximum defense of maybe 3 to 4 every turn. That thing's going to die so quickly. So
And
I think there should be 2 forests, or maybe 1 hill, 1 forest. I think that should be the base.
I'm a little surprised that there's 5 pieces on there, but I also, by having only 5 pieces, and let's be real, by having only 3 pieces, because because the first thing we did was blow stuff
Oh,
up.
the walls were good. They did some blocking for us.
Right, but those are gone.
True,
Those
but they
those are
serve their
bang, bang,
purpose.
gone, gone,
They
right?
serve their purpose for the first few turns, to where you sit a
So
tank
now
behind it, shoot, get a little closer.
we've got 3, you know, obstacles on the board, and actually, we got 2 obstacles and a bunch of trees. So it made the space wide open. I can see why in like a organized play tournament kit type deal, they want that to move along. Oh, I'm going to have so much cover and so many trees and so much stuff in here. It's going to slow the game down. Yeah, this kind of made the game a little bit faster by having all that open area.
It
A
definitely
lot
did,
easier to shoot.
but it's
So I can understand why they do that for OP.
but I think that's going to make it to where certain tanks are going to flourish, other ones are just going to eat it. Um,
That is true, but I also think, like with any other game manufacturer out there, once this is put forth into OP and people start playing it OP, and people are going to be like, yeah, we can't do that.
True. All right. All right. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed making it. If you could, please make sure that you are hidden in the tree belt using your camo netting when you shoot the like button. And also try to capture the subscription button when there is nothing left but artillery tanks on the field. Be sure to check out our links below for all of our social media platforms. Also, we'd like to say thank you to our Patreons. Your support only makes us more dedicated to making these great videos. If you would like to be a part of the crew and help build the channel, check out our Patreon at www.patreon.com/ReconPaintGaming. This is Patrick reminding you to play casual.
And I'm Padre, and see ya.
Later.